Just when you thought the season was over, Netflix's Selling Sunset's reunion episode gave us all the hot goss to keep fans begging for more. And thankfully for the 24-hour news cycle, there's a lot more to know. Here's all the drama we learned after the Season 5 reunion cameras turned off.
Fantastic. Well, I can't wait to see what this is all about. Let's take a look.
Chrishell is in a hot new relationship. While many fans ship Jason and Chrishell, unfortunately you can't always get what you want.
Sorry, I'm just disappointed.
Chrishell happily announced on the reunion special that she is romantically linked to Australian musician G-Flip, and TBH, they are hotter than ever. Like super sexy. Sexy enough to probably make Jason having to reiterate that their relationship wasn't staged just for the show. After starring in a music video for G-Flip, Chrishell and G's relationship is amping up to Fast and Furious levels, including Chrishell tattooing G-Flip's leg.
But I think it's great. I love it.
And while we cannot read what the tattoo says, hopefully it's not the image of Jason attempting to cry on the reunion. Because I, for one, cannot get the face out of my mind.
It's difficult.
Whatever Chrishell and G-Flip are labeling the relationship, we do believe Emma Hernan's response to the tattoo video on Instagram labels it best. Jason has feelings. In one of the most profound moments of the reunion special, Jason slightly moved his face to show minor emotion.
I mean, there's a lot of sadness and loss.
Jason struggled to recount the breakup he had with Chrishell, breaking down several times, causing Mary to offer a hug and then get savagely turned down.
Do you need a hug, babe?
Jason confirmed that he could have handled the breakup way better and behaved in the way he did to push away painful emotions. However, Jason has commented that seeing how happy Chrishell is with G-Flip makes him happy.
The smile that's been on your face the last couple minutes makes me very happy, so.
Breakups are rough, Jason, we're here for you, but also in between selling billions of dollars of property, let's squeeze in a therapy session, okay honey?
This has been a very difficult breakup.
Christine left the Oppenheim Group.
Is this like the end for Christine?
Even though Christine Quinn wasn't even at the reunion, she still made all the headlines. Word has it that after the reunion, Christine miraculously recovered from COVID and launched her own business. Her and her husband Christian have started up the real estate agency Real Open, which plans to disrupt the real estate market. And this ain't your mama's real estate agency, because this one you can buy a house with cryptocurrency. The future is here and Christine is trying to make all the money off of it. On April 23rd, Christine posted to Insta a link to her Forbes article announcing her new business venture, commenting that she's happy to announce that she has Boss Manifesto and urging people to not stop until you are the boss of your own life, which is a beautiful sentiment until you sit back and realize she's married to a millionaire who probably has some say in her life. Christine most recently posted her first listing to Instagram showing a sprawling property in Boulder, Colorado. And we know what you're thinking, and sorry to burst your bubble, but it's not the hotel room from The Shining. However, based on Christine's wedding aesthetic alone, we all know she would absolutely slay the open house of the Overlook Hotel. Maya is happy in Miami. Another cast member not returning to the Oppenheim Group anytime soon is Maya, who is currently selling homes in Miami. Maya's post-reunion life is a little bit more quiet, but just as successful. And TBH, we all want all the best things for Maya, our level-headed queen. Recovering from the loss of her baby and living happily with her husband, Maya is doing her best and thriving. While no one has floated the idea of a Selling Sunset Miami edition, can it be floated now? Mary is freezing her eggs. In a particularly juicy episode of the podcast The Viall Files, Mary has said now that the season is done. She is happy with Romain and doing their best to start a family by freezing her eggs. And if anyone is wondering if Romain has anything to comment on this turn of events, don't worry. He's just as silent as he awkwardly perched behind Mary during the reunion show. Now remember, this egg revelation was on the same Viall Files episode where Mary ever so lovingly threw Christine under the bus by accusing her of maybe not having COVID. Can someone contact Nick and ask if Mary can be a permanent co-host? This show is getting her groove back. Other Mary news include her continuing to rock it at her manager position at the Oppenheim Group. We're all very excited to see just how high Mary can fly now that she doesn't have Christine spooking her around every corner. Remember when Christine and Mary lived together?
I don't know why we're friends, but it works somehow.
Life is a wild ride, baby. Heather is also planning a family. Heather, already a stepmom to 2, has decided she wants a little one of her own and is beginning the process of IVF. As she shared with the NBC Morning Show today, Heather is documenting her whole IVF process as a way to share her journey with others, to inspire and show the reality of what it's like to go through such a trying process. Recently, Heather shared on an Instagram post that she's feeling optimistic post-egg retrieval.
But we had 4 embryos that are saved right now. 3 are the same gender, and they're all very strong.
Sending lots of love to any and all women going through IVF. Also, I believe it is safe to assume Heather is not going to name the baby Christine, even though that would be the best way to make amends, in our opinion. There's going to be a Selling Sunset OC. Jason can't stop keeping busy. Proof that all those times he left Mary in charge was for good reason. At the end of Season 5 reunion, Tan France announced that Jason and Brett are setting up a new brokerage in Southern California.
Let's take a look at selling the OC.
Jason and Brett will be joined by a whole new cast of real estate agents who seem just as sexy and ambitious as the OG crew, including someone with a fake British accent.
She's the worst person in the world.
Watch your back, Chelsea. Hoping this spinoff is just as fun, and please have a crossover episode with the cast of Laguna Beach. This would truly be every millennial's dream. And hey, if they're not available, would it kill them to have a Seth Cohen cameo? Honestly, even just having Peter Gallagher walking across the screen would be enough. No one talks with Christine anymore. After Christine Quinn caught COVID and missed out on the reunion, all the ladies of the cast claimed they had reached out to Christine. Several women, including Davina, also reached out to Christine to congratulate her on her new business venture, and they were met with silence.
We don't really appreciate that.
She's doing.
Yeah.
Since Christine was not at the reunion and has not spoken out about anyone congratulating her via text, there's a possibility she missed the notifications because she couldn't fit her phone into her chair clutch.
It's a chair purse. I mean, you don't hold anything. It's a fashion statement.
Each real estate agent has continued on with their lives, hoping to not intersect with Christine again. However, Jason did mention that if she brought a big enough listing to the Oppenheim Group, she would be more than welcome once more. Jason proving that he has boundaries until the price is very right. The drama between Chelsea and Davina is palpable. During Season 5, Chelsea made immediate friends with Christine and followed by immediate messiness with Davina. Upon hearing Davina talking smack about Chelsea to Vanessa,
That's why we're talking openly now. Does that make sense?
Chelsea confronted Davina, causing a storm out on Davina's end.
Okay.
Some people claim that the drama between Davina and Chelsea was as real as Chelsea's accent is fake. And yes, we know Chelsea extensively explained that her Brit accent is more than authentic.
Clearly, everybody thinks I'm faking my accent.
But Chelsea, come on. See, now it's easy to see both sides in this fight, as long as you understand Chelsea had to be honest with how Christine felt about Davina because, well, it gets a little hazy. But Chelsea sure got a lot of camera coverage. And while most of the ladies had no problem throwing Davina under the bus, just a little bit, Chelsea came on guns blazing. But good for Davina for standing up to her, because Davina must have had a tough time standing up in general, what with being on the fence all the time. Now after the reunion, Chelsea and Davina remain cordial. If you call cordial Chelsea telling Cosmopolitan magazine, if you stand for nothing, you fall for everything. Ooh, crunch, Chelsea. This has been all the drama, gossip, and heart-wrenching moments that has happened since the Selling Sunset Season 5 reunion. Between the tears and sexy antics, it's safe to say Selling Sunset has everything to keep fans wanting more. And if you want more, like and subscribe to The Things Reality for all the Selling Sunset secrets you can handle until Season 6 comes out.